I lived solely off my trading income for an entire 2 years, 24 months not making a single dollar outside of prop firms. And if that is something that you want to do, this video is for you. How safe are prop firms? What is the best way to approach them? And if you want to make money long term with them, how can you do that? Let's get right into it. The first step is one that is so simple but everybody overlooks, and it is to not be greedy. First off, you need to determine what is your level of risk. You would never put $1,000 into a trading account if you're not willing to lose it, and it's the exact same thing with prop firms. My dad always told me, never invest a single dollar that you're not willing to lose. It's simple, but it's incredibly wise. And so you need to ask yourself, when it comes to prop firms, how much money are you willing to lose? Now listen, I own a prop firm, I own Lark Funding, but I am here to tell you, if you only have $500 left to your name or $100 left to your name, do not buy another challenge. You should only be purchasing evaluations and trying to get funded when you have a stable foundation. So first off, determine how much you're willing to risk and don't go beyond that. So if it's $200 every month, $500, $1,000, whatever it is, determine your risk and then go from there. Once you have determined your level of risk and how much you are willing to lose, the first step in approaching these challenges is ensuring that somehow you're going to be able to take your risk off the table. We see at Lark Funding so many traders that are up so much money, but then they just gamble it away and they end up losing everything, and they haven't even taken their risk off the table. What I mean by this is, when I was first trying to get funded with FTMO, for example, when it came to my first payout, I wasn't focused on getting a massive payout. What I was focused on was ensuring that I was going to get the refund from the challenge that I purchased. If I spent $500 on a challenge, my number one focus was ensuring that I would get that $500 back. Because once you get that money back, you have taken your risk off the table. The downside is now zero. You can no longer lose anything, but the upside is infinite. And so that means your goal is, one, to determine your risk, and then number two, don't be greedy. Get your risk off the table as soon as you possibly can. You guys would be shocked to know just how many traders we have seen be up over 5 figures on their funded accounts only to blow all of it, to get greedy, to push it, to not close their trades, to not withdraw those account gains. You would be shocked. And so in my experience personally, even beyond Lark Funding, when I was funded with other prop firms, I would only risk a 0.25 to 0.5% per trade, a very, very small percentage risk per trade. Many people laughed at me. Many people just see those funded accounts as winning the lottery, but that is not the way to approach it. The smaller you can risk, the more you're going to be in the game long term. And that brings us up to our second point, which is to treat the funded account or any prop firm challenge account like a personal account. Ask yourself this question. If you were trading a $100,000 account of real money, your money, how would you treat it? I guarantee you that you would dramatically lower your risk. I guarantee that you would only be risking 0.25, 0.5, less than 1% per trade, because that is your money and you simply don't want to lose it. $100,000 is an insane amount of money that you don't want to lose. So how would your trading evolve if you took the exact same mindset, the exact same approach to your prop firm challenges, especially when it comes to your funded account? Back in the day when there were 30-day time limits, okay, you couldn't do that. You needed to risk more to hit that 10% target in 30 days. That is no longer the case. So it applies for both the challenge and the funded phase. You could do it for either. But I am willing to take the bet that if you were to approach things like this, everything would dramatically change. One, you would be less stressed because you would be risking less. You would have more long-term success because you wouldn't be over-risking. We all know the majority of traders fail because of poor risk management. But if you adopt this mindset, almost overnight, almost instantly, that completely changes. This is the mindset that I took when I was funded with FTMO, and I do have to admit, it changed the game for me. This means at the end of the day, you need to focus on obtaining more capital, not on earning higher percentages. So many traders say 5%, 10%, 15% a month is sustainable, but I have to tell you, it is simply not. I have had multiple tweets go viral because I have said it is impossible to flip a $1,000 account into $100,000, and I stand by that statement. Yes, anything is possible. Mathematically, it is possible, but it's not going to happen unless you are are a pure gambler, or unless you live to 200 years old, risking 0.25% per trade. I stand by that statement, and there's nothing wrong with it because you just need to use it to your advantage. Trying to flip an account is a complete waste of time, just like trying to earn 10, 20, 30% per month. It can be done, but you're a gambler, not a trader. Yes, it's okay. Go in the comments. You can be upset with that statement. But again, use it to your advantage. What this all means is that you simply need to shift your focus. Instead of trying to make things difficult on yourself, needing to get those high percentage gains, all you need to do is obtain more capital. You need to take more evaluations. You need to have more assets under management. And that is what's going to make all the difference, because all of a sudden, just 1% a month, 2% a month, 0.5% a month can pay all of your bills and dramatically and completely change your life. Combining all of these elements brings us to the third part, which really is the largest mindset shift that we need to see traders adopt in the prop firm space, in the funding space, if they're going to be profitable long term. And that is that a funded account is not a lottery ticket. When you receive the credentials to your funded account, I hate to break it to you, we hate to break it to you at Lark Funding, you did not win the lottery. It is indeed a tremendous opportunity to get to keep between 75 and 90% of the gains that you earn on your funded account. That is an incredible opportunity, especially considering that your downside is limited. You only pay the challenge fee. It is not your capital at risk beyond the challenge fee. But unfortunately, we see so many traders not adopt this mindset, treat their funded account like it is a lottery ticket. And as a result, they full margin, they gamble, they lose all of the gains that they make, or they don't make any at all, and they can never come back from their losses because they simply risk too much. One of the largest, if not the largest mindset shift that I learned over time with my funded account with other prop firms is that it is not a panacea. It is not a one size fits all, solves all of your problems. Yes, it is an incredible opportunity, but at the end of the day, it is a launching pad for something more. You can make enough money. You can make more than enough money to live off of the income that you generate with these companies, with the money that you earn from a funded account with Lark Funding. However, not ideal. After living for 24 months solely off my trading income, I don't recommend it to anyone. It is incredibly difficult. It's incredibly stressful because the market might act exactly how you want it to today, but tomorrow it could be a completely different story. And so I recommend that you use these accounts as a launching pad to make money with these accounts and then to invest in other things to help you grow, to help you continue to make more money. Whether that is getting more challenges, more funded accounts, or investing outside of trading. I think that's a tremendous thing. You need to think long term. I am a strong believer in not trading personal capital, to not use your gains from prop firms to fund your own account. If you enter the 5% of traders that pull out money from the market, you're going to take that money and then just put it right back in. Personal opinion. But all that to say, prop firms, and the best way to approach them is as a launching pad. It is not a panacea. You did not win the lottery, but they are an incredible opportunity that can massively transform your trading, can massively transform your life. That's what I did for 24 months. I used them to pay all of my bills. And that is today's video, the best way to approach prop firms. Let us know in the comment section if you have any questions. We'll see you in the next one. And until then, peace.